Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to Skyrim Special Edition. So we're back at the house again. Let's see. Let's go ahead and see if we can relieve some of our burdens. Craft several things. I need hinges made. I need, let's see, probably several other things there. But I'm holding a lot of building crafting material and smithing material, I believe. If I'm remembering correctly since the last recording. And then we can get back to doing the quests of what were we doing? We were killing the Emperor. That's what we were doing. This end table is again full of things that we can craft. I suppose the first few things we need are hinges. Now, there's just an issue totally going on. Let's make some iron fittings, and I don't think I really need any nails. And then I'll leave everything else alone as far as iron. But I have other things to craft. Like, what can I craft though? I need to keep anything with a perfect or flawless thing, not craft those, because I think I need some of that. So this silver amethyst ring for 180 is probably not 260. How about that? There we go. And then 30, 60, 160, 180. There we go with that. I could make leather things. I don't really want to use my steel ingots or my iron ingots. And so that kind of puts us in this level of only making things with leather. So do I make a hide bracers, I guess? We're just gonna make a ton of these, trying to get our smithing right back up to where it was. And I think you go up in level by crafting things more than more than, let's see, these are corrodium ingots, so we gotta use all these up too. Ooh. What uses the most corrodium ingots in this setup? Probably should make some, like, arrows. That would make sense too. Bonded iron shield. Which one of these uses the least amount of ingredients? This one? There we go. Is there anything else? Steel daggers. I suppose. Just keep making whatever we can make. And I have one iron ingot left. I'll hold on to that. And that. So we come back to this end table and we start putting things away. Let's see. Corrodium ingots, still a ton of those. Dragon scales, dwarven metal ingots, ebony ingots. Let's see, glass we'll hold on to. And the ores we'll hold on to. And the iron ingot will stick in there. The locks we'll hold on to. And let's see, calcium ingots go in there. Refined malachite, refined moonstone, and steel ingots. And Nothing to smelt. Hey. Actually, a couple things to smelt. Come over here. I wish companions would not knock me around. That would be nice. Ebony ore. Gold ore. Oh, so much sorting. Quicksilver ingots does need to go up too. I think I put all the ore away. And I guess I'm not going to bother to try to craft anything. 180 versus is the best we can do here. Because if I was gonna try and craft anything, I would have held on to all these things. So I guess I'll have to take all these things again and become overburdened again. To let's double check like this. It seems like a half measure to improve things, and so it's probably better to just hold on to your ingots and craft another thing. I've seen that the best way to level up your smithing is just to buy a ton of iron and make iron daggers. Of course, that's not really gonna work in our setup because we've got too much other things, too much gold, first of all, that we need to get, or we want to get at least, and not enough iron to actually buy. Or calcium ingots, quicksilver ingots, I missed those, malachite, moonstone, steel. And once we got rid of all of those things, we're kind of set. There's some books here I'm gonna have to get rid of later. Looks like our potions are mostly fine, although I do have some potions that I want to get rid of later. And it looks like our weapons are fine. So I think we might be done with this area almost. Just at the chest as we walk out, we'll drop all of our house building material down on the ground, and let's see, and see what else we can build. The part of the problem here is the way this whole system is going to work for us. It's a little strange, and we're going to need very specific items. I think I already harvested everything in there, so I can't harvest anything more. Haven't been in here. Haven't really used this room. I don't think I probably will. Like, most of the things I need to craft are just mounted heads. And if I craft one of them, I do need a gold ingot and a moonstone ingot and an iron ingot for that. So I need to remember to make the disenchanter. That's the one item in this area that would really help. And I'm missing enough goat horns to make the chandelier, and an iron fitting to make the tall wardrobe, and all of that. And frankly, if I just had a house carl in here, almost certainly could just pay a couple $1,000 and furnish the rest of this house and be done with it. And then everything that I'm putting here in this chest won't matter, like cave bear Hides. Glass. Goat horns. Hinges. Harker tusks. I don't even know if we use the Harker tusks. Locks. Mammoth tusks. Again, don't know if we use the mammoth tusks. Saber cat pelts. Saber cat snow pelts. Snow bear pelts. And straw. And that gets me down to 177 before I've even gone and sold things. We can, I think, have a very brief alchemy session here. I'm gonna just kind of move in the middle here. Start down that way. Let's see. Well, maybe this won't be as brief as I thought it was going to be. This, at the very least, is going to help. Save me some more space. Let's see. I don't know if what I'm doing right now is actually helping, no. But then something like that happens, and then I've learned something new, and so apparently it is helping. Question is, what if I was to go legendary in alchemy? That's already an crazy amount of effort to go legendary. I don't know why I would want to do that. Like, to get up to 100 in alchemy is already proven itself to be a ridiculous amount of extra work. Why would I want to make it even harder on myself? Yeah. That... I don't know. Yeah. I don't know how you fix that. I don't know how you stop it from being this incredibly burdensome twist of events. This. Trying new things. Frenzy. Come on, there. See, my alchemy right now is at 67, and we have done way too much alchemy already. How could I possibly think, once I get it up to level 100, that, oh, I'll just start again and go legendary and start at level 20? It seems insane. If only you could read the books again when you went legendary, and that throughout the first playthrough of the game you could perhaps... Alright, we're done with alchemy. That took longer than I had hoped. Throughout the game you had found like 75 to 100 books of alchemy that would have raised your level, and then when you went legendary you could just go, yep, we'll read all those books and be right back to where we were. Specifically in alchemy. I just wanted to go do this quest, since we're so close to it, before we get back to assassinating the Emperor. Kill some of these porkers.
Let's go.
I don't know why these characters are even in the game, honestly. Is this some kind of fishing thing? Is this part of my house? Activate fish hatchery. Oh. That's cool. I gotta get a fish. If I could put a fish in the fish hatchery, then I could have all kinds of fishes. And here's the clay deposit. Jeez, how much of this house is... I mean, I guess that is right around my house still. Didn't even know about that. So this is kind of like the ski house. We just come up here for the fish hatchery and the trophy room and the snow. And then we stay south for most of the year to be warm. Here's the wreck.
You're the one who put out the fire in the lighthouse, right?
Yes.
That was good work. Deja's in the hold of the ship. Go down 2 levels. All right then.
So here's the wreck, and we're back to kind of taking everything from people. Now, I don't know if these guys are planning or plotting anything else besides just robbing these people, if they're going to use the ship to, I don't know, try and stage a coup or something. But it's kind of not even my business. Well, it's my business in that I crashed the ship and all, but I don't concern myself with their marauding plans. It seems like this is just going to be a conversation. See, I can search here and take some glass and a wooden sword. Might as well take it. He's not going to tell me I'm not supposed to be in here? I guess you're only trespassing if somebody else says you're trespassing. Let's see. Tiny little things. Take this book. And this book.
Yes.
I don't know why I'm picking up such... Just trying to be fast about it, so I'm picking up a bunch of garbage that I know I'll just end up getting rid of. Search the satchel. Search the club. Take the clothes. Maybe start a collection now of regular clothes. There needs to be a whole system though with the clothes. If you're gonna have this many different styles of outfits on top of all the armor styles, you kind of need you need to introduce a whole level of sorting there, like a wardrobe in your house that would sort things and put it in a nice place, and that there should be this 100% full on a dresser in your house. Like, see, I'm just grabbing clothes here. That once you've got it, one of everything, it looks great, and it's just like an achievement really worth having and doing. Let's see, should I even take straw? If I'm gonna take straw, I might as well take all the straw. All 2 pieces of it. Get some glass boots out of nowhere. Potion of minor stamina. Imperial sword. See, I'm just like showing up after the fight. All these books. Let's see. Yeah. Do I start a collection of books at a certain point? Well, here's the problem with starting a collection of books right here. If you're gonna take them all, you're gonna have to sit here and hit this on most bookshelves, and these default books in particular are just the same one you find everywhere. Some of them may add a small thing on your map, but most of them don't do anything. And this is just ridiculous. This is too much extra work on top of all the other work that this game has thrown at us. Do we really feel like an adventurer who's running around and killing a bunch of monsters? Or do we feel like just this busybody person that's constantly doing smithing and alchemy? I feel like I'm actually living a life in this world instead of being the hero in this world, which is saying a lot considering this game specifically tells us we're the hero of several different stories. Let's see. Anything down here worth searching? Barrel, honeycomb. Seems like they were transporting a few things. See, some of these barrels are lighter than the others, and I assume those are the ones that have something in them. Wasting time like crazy. So here's the sister.
My brother told me you were coming. I'm supposed to give you what you've earned.
Okay.
My brother told me you were coming. I'm supposed to give you what you've earned.
So we're splitting the loot then?
Ha! I'm afraid the loot's already been moved. You've been useful to the Black Bloods, though. You've earned a quick death.
Really? So here is the book, the note from his brother. Shouldn't have trusted him. Sister, once you picked up the packages, the fool who worked with us in Lighthouse shortly thereafter, make sure that she's taken care of. So now we've got to escape this area while killing all the marauders. And let's see. We need to travel to the Broken Ore Grotto and take some revenge. We'll try to be sneaky here and get our sneak up. Alright, which way was the way we came? This way.
Is someone there?
These guys are big old pushovers.
Hey.
Archery increased to 96. Come on. Move. Here, how about I move back this way? There we go. And up we go to Skyrim, and then we just kill all these people too, I'm sure.
Hey.
Or are they all gone? What's funny is we still are stealing from the ship. So we've got this crashed ship right next to our house. It's kind of funny. But fine. Whatever treasure we were going to get, we'll have to get that later. Let's see. Broken ore grotto is over here. Let's just move that forward. Apparently there are enemies nearby. Where? Where are the enemies nearby? I either missed something like a fish or something. There. Place that marker. Make sure we're going the right way. There's our horse. Here's a chest. Have any boots? I think we'll just walk around the edge here. See if we can find broken ore grotto. I may have made a mistake here, though, because I might be on the other side of the mountain and there may be no easy access over the mountain. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe I'll get lucky. Yep. I would put mountains at like enemy number 3 in the game. Most difficult enemy in the game is a mountain, or all the mountains. Simply for the ooh. Let's take that a little careful. Yeah, they seem to have one mistake kills these mountains. One fall and you're dead. And maximum defense can't destroy them. So how much of a side mission, I wonder, is this really? It's stretched out a little longer than what it originally seemed like. It felt like more we were just going to... Here it is. Just gonna put out the lantern and then collect a reward, and then that would be it. But not quite. The Marauders didn't want to share. Now in Witcher 3 there's a section where you go over to an island like this, and in the middle of the island is a nest of creatures, which the concept of nests and all that don't exist in Skyrim. But I don't know if that was spiky grass. I need to go plant the spiky grass because I don't think I've seen that anywhere else. I don't know if nests... They were a way to have a group of enemies. Who is this bad guy? It's like a fish or something. Yeah, it's a slaughter fish. Yeah. And I can't even see it. And it would be a waste to sit here and try and pick up a slaughter fish. Be a waste of arrows, which I am somewhat short on. So maybe now they'll pay me after I've killed them. Nope, it says defeat them. Fine. Defeat them I will. Anybody else? Bear pelt, bear pelt. Shall I search the large sacks? Barrel. It doesn't feel like any of the barrels have anything special in them ever. They seem pretty just randomized, and depending on your level of alchemy and such, you may get alchemy ingredients or you may just get food, and food is pretty useless. I could shoot that and start a fire if I wanted. Did I lose my guy again? Ah, I did. Darn it, Farkas. Or whatever his name is. Again, just trying to grab items. So wherever he is, it's... Oh, there you are. Glad I didn't lose him. I've lost him 3 times already in the game and had to gone back to the companions' headquarters to find him again. Alright. It's time to start putting up things. Hunting bow for 50. Iron arrow, iron daggers. Iron sword, iron axe. Let's see. Get rid of those clothes. Get rid of 2 of those clothes. Like these Imperial Light bracers. Imperial Light helmets, Imperial Light shields. There we go. That should be enough of a sort for now. I'll have to get a little bit more involved. Sliced elder cheese, sliced goat cheese, elder cheese wheel, sliced goat cheese, sliced goat cheese. Is there anyone else? Doesn't look like it. Bunch of wine, and that's it. And then this way just goes down here in case you wanted to sneak in, I suppose, by water. Let's see, I'll leave the iron boots. This is one of those caves again, isn't it, that specifically designed for the sneak through water idea. I'm not even sure like they can program it so slaughterfish don't randomly spawn in the water though. So even if you were going to attempt that strange gameplay design that is not really enforced by any of the abilities of any of the characters, then that, like, I just don't know how much actual success you'd have there. This is the chest I put everything in, right? Yep. This is probably a great example of where in the next Elder Scrolls game, if they introduced a water breathing species, then you could have a species that really matters. But I don't know how you can do that, and also being my idea that there should just be one character of some species you play as the whole time. Unless the character you play as is this water-breathing species and then has all kinds of abilities to sneak in areas that are unique only to you. This carrot, sweet rolls, venison. Nothing here. Chest. Gold? 61 gold. Interesting. This guy. Take everything he's got. Tomato soup, I'll take that because that's kind of unique. Can I get that arrow? Yes. Come back over here and start putting things away. Let's see, hide bracers. They're not worth holding on to. There we go. Just get rid of the hide bracers. I'll craft them. And see, some of these sconces work, and I have no idea why. It really makes no sense unless there's one mission somewhere where you just have to hold on to or activate a sconce to open a secret passage or something. Let's see, iron shield. Let's see, we'll get rid of that one. Leather boots. Get rid of those. Leather bracers. Get rid of those. And if I had a Skyrim mod on, it would be so easy to see the value to weight ratio in like Sky UI and sort through these things and in some way at least have a better experience. Maybe not a faster experience particularly, but a better experience as far as organizing all of your items. Because right now it's just this really incessant nightmare of dealing with a ridiculous amount of items. And I suppose if I didn't have a weight carry limit, that would work. But if I put a mod in that said I could carry an infinite number of things, which I'd be okay with. I think we've suffered through this long enough to justify that.
That's... wow.
Interesting. Even if I did that, all those points I put in the stamina, how do I get that back? I'd have to install probably a second mod to respec my character in a way. So this is kind of like they've got this secret boat location that's protected here. Like the bridge is up. So I'm gonna have to figure out a way in. No soul gems large enough. I'm carrying too much again. Start getting rid of some weapons. Let's see. Hunting bow, imperial swords. Iron great swords, not very useful. There we go. So I've killed the guy from a far distance. Okay, they go. I gotta get the speed just right. Now that they've turned this corner, they're easy enough to hit. Anybody else? There's one more on the other side of this rock.
Who's there?
Down here. Come on.
My imagination.
Come on, game.
What was that?
Trying to shoot over the corner here. There we go. Now we go. Gold and arrows, and I'm gonna be more specific here about not taking things from him that are not valuable. Arrows are very valuable though. Nope. Gold. Did I miss? Just looking for all my arrows back. Wood chopping block. Wood chopping block. Let's see. There's a nice area here with a couple of iron things that the only thing iron I'd really like though is just raw iron ingots. Smithing increased, nice. Bow, an iron arrow, iron arrow. They're valuable, I suppose, for a zero weight item. There's a point to take them all. Chest, we're looking for the really valuable stuff though. Like, because there was something they stole from us. Absolutely. Let's look at this other book and make sure it's not a special book. Usually they're not that sneaky about it, but this journal is probably talking about me, saying I'm an idiot for believing him. I guess in the end though, I proved myself to be wiser than I looked, because I ended up with the Ice Runner chest. Ooh. Orcish Shield of Magical Suppression, Dwarven Shield, Drada Defender, Gold, Orcish Arrows, and Staff of Rinbents. Some of that looks like it needs to be potentially disenchanted. So, if I could find the disenchanting station anywhere, that would be very nice. Take this. This boiled cream tart looks awful. This ring. Goblets and jugs and bowls, and just take a little bit of this. Shield. And can I take the sword? That's interesting, I can't take the sword. He's got a couple of weapons. Dwarven Warhammer. Again, we'll just come over here and start putting things up. See, is the Warhammer worth keeping? Not really. Imperial Bow. Let's see, Orcish Arrows, Steel Daggers, not worth keeping. Steel Mace, Steel Sword, Steel Axe, Wooden Sword, get rid of all that. Here he is, and he has nothing on him. And take that arrow, take those arrows. All this bloodshed could have been avoided easily if they had just paid me. I guess that's the bloody business of wrecking a ship, though, and being a marauder. Can't ever trust anybody, I guess. Be the right turn of that phrase. Let's see. More crafting ingredients for more alchemy, for more alchemy levels. I don't believe there's any actual storyline, questline thing here. So I may just like need to leave. Gold arrow. Like see, I think we came that way. So maybe there's an exit this way? I'm kind of wondering maybe if there's a more in this cave. But doesn't seem like it. Seems like I'm going in circles now. Because I came out there, out here, and then ran down this way, and then ran back this way. And, yeah, either one of these paths takes us towards the exit. So it seems like it's just a big rounded area. Maybe I could bring up the map and check. Huh, no, it looks like pretty straight, solid walls everywhere. Telling you that it's once again one of these levels that doesn't have a quick exit. Just take a little jump there. And out we go.
Huh?
So, let's see. Map. Back. Quest. Recipe for Disaster is our next quest. We've finished the other one. We could do the burglary job also if we wanted to. And then Diplomatic Community, Horn of Windcaller, and Lost to the Ages, all still messed up. I'm surprised I've even found so many of these stones. Let's go over here though. It's time to run back to our house, I feel. Apparently enemies are nearby. Is it a slaughterfish or something? Yeah, it's a porker. It's a snow fox. There you go. Can I fast travel now? Didn't even use an arrow. Was interested to see how many hits it would take to actually kill a creature.
Mama, you're home. Can you give me an allowance?
Sure.
What? Seriously? No way. With this, I could buy everything in the market.
Why am I getting attacked by trolls and giants?
We've stopped. What is it? Let's go.
And why does it glitch over there like that to him so often? Another good question. I think I may just throw some food in here without bothering with looking at any of it. And I think I might come over here and disenchant and enchant things as much as possible. Nothing new to disenchant. Ebony sword, enchantment, absorb health. There we go. Grand soul gem, do it. Greater soul gem, hunting bow, absorb magicka, craft. Greater soul gem, imperial bow, absorb magicka, craft. Trying to do one of each just in case that means something. Common soul gem. I'm not even gonna have that many things to craft because I only have a couple of souls anyways. There's too much button pressing here. Way too much button pressing. Way too much button pressing. Petty soul gem, longbow, magicka damage, petty soul gem, longbow, paralysis. I suppose this is a attempt to help me continue to level up. That by doing something that I'm particularly good at, there we go. I can't be put in a position of saying, well, I'm bad at this thing. Do I want to take this goat hide? Interesting idea. Alright, items. What did I just say? What I meant to say, I don't think what I said was what I meant to say at all, is because I can enchant things, there is a level of something I can do that will get me experience, whereas other things might not get me experience or level me up. For instance, archery is almost at 100%. If I reset that to archery 0 with the same bow, I probably would level up a few times each time I do damage, since my understanding of it is that you increase your levels by the amount of damage you do. I potentially might kill 5-6 things and go up 20 levels in archery just to begin with, and then because I went up 20 levels in archery, it might very well push me towards going up 5 levels in the overall level up, which would give me 5 perks. Not really worth the 9 or so perks that I put into archery, but it might let me replay the game and do something different. So in particular, if I went down the path of magic, well, there goes that goat hide thing. Let's see, do I want to put the Forsworn weapons anywhere else? Yeah, we'll put the books. Now we'll take the Forsworn stuff away. And then we'll put the books in here. One of each. Not journals though, and not things that are important either. Now come over here and we start putting Cicero's journals away, the schedule, the rite of passage I can't get rid of, the journal, the note, the journal, the letter to father, let's see, note, and the uncommon taste signed. The level up books here, in particular, the Fifth Fire and Darkness and Cherum's Heart and all of that, and Legend of Cratley House and all that, I should sell those, definitely, but I'll keep them. I guess I'm just going to keep them from now on. Alright, so Forsworn, weapons. Forsworn arrows. We'll take one of those. Forsworn axe, Forsworn bow, all of that. And then clothing. I guess I'm just going to put all clothing here now as we're being really crazy. Belted tunic, boots, boots. Clothes, 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 clothes. Hat. Anything else? Shoes. There we go. Now I still have a massive amount of things to sell, but as far as items, what was this one thing we had? A grass pod. Like, I need to go plant that at our other house and not use that. Do I have any miscellaneous things? Yep, I have several garbage things too. They go down this way. I've just become insane, totally insane. It's so stupid. Like, goblet. Why did I pick it up? Jug. I probably have a torch already, but I'll give another one just in case. Wooden plate. There we go. Now outside we must go to fast travel. There's our horse. So we kept our other horse in case we ever need that one again. That's nice.
You're someone who can get things done. Take a look.
So I only want iron, really. Iron ore, leather strips, and silver. And then we start selling things. Ebony sword, hunting bow, and find something cheap to sell. I may not have anything that cheap to sell. There we go.
Don't forget to check inside the shop.
I could have given her a lot more money, certainly.
Welcome. Looking to protect yourself or deal some damage?
But if I buy anything else besides leather and leather strips and silver, I can't really do too much with it. Steel ingots I can do things with, I guess. But...
Good doing business with you.
oh, I didn't sell anything to him.
We've got looking to protect yourself or deal some damage.
And we're just right back here. We started here, we barely did a little bit of actual gameplay, and then we're just right back here. I was gonna keep the Imperial stuff, wasn't I? I guess not. I don't need it. This iron dagger, wow. My haggling has definitely increased the value on some of this stuff. It's ridiculously well, like, come over here and find a potion of something. There we go.
All right then.
Come over here, buy more ingredients.
Just about everybody in here.
It's kind of a shame though that she
What do you need?
doesn't have
So you're an alchemist then?
the right ingredients. She kind of just has the same ones over and over again. Let's see. Nightfall's the Sentinel, I'll take that. And this book, I'll take that. If the game is telling me that certain things are important, I guess I shouldn't argue with them. So probably that means these items are somewhat interesting to the game too. I don't know why, but I sell that one dagger and I've got nothing else I can even really sell.
Come back anytime if you need a remedy.
And see, I don't know if that dagger was so expensive that I sold because I enchanted it or something, or what. It'd be interesting to know what the most expensive item you could craft is. It's probably something pretty obvious, like a dragonborn suit of armor, if I was to guess.
Divine. So, you wish to master the arcane arts?
We need all of these. And then I'm gonna take all the spell tomes. If we're gonna be crazy and buy all the books, we might as well do that too. That gives them 6,000. And then I don't think we're ready to do anything with scrolls. That'll be our next crazy thing to do. This game seems to have a long list of crazy things to do. Let's see, force one, arrows. Well, hold on to the arrows first. Daedric arrows, still holding on to those. Bonded iron shields. Let's see, black robes. Dwarven shield of dwindling magic. Ebony boots, elven armor, elven shield, Glass boots, legendary. Speech is going up to 92. Hide armor, hide boots, imperial stuff. Why am I keeping the imperial stuff? I don't need it. I'm not gonna run out of imperials. Leather boots. Orcus shield of magic suppression. Scaled helmet, scaled horn armor, silver amethyst rings, garnet rings, ruby rings, and he's down to 8. So now orcish arrows. Everything now cleared.
You know, if you've got the aptitude, you should join the Mages College in Winterhold.
Nothing to disenchant, but certainly things to enchant. Chef's hat with, let's see, fortify alchemy, I suppose, and chef's tunic with fortify conjuration. Sure, why not? Get that enchanting back up. And the chef's clothing, by the way, is special clothing, so I don't want to get rid of it at the end. And I don't know how you can remove an enchantment. I think you'd probably need a mod for that. I don't think there's a way in the game to do that. Does it really matter? Usually not, because you could just craft a new thing if you wanted a new set of something. Let's talk to this guy.
A lot of steel to shape. Gods be praised.
Let's see. Iron ore, leather strips, and silver ore. And then we start selling things again. There we go. Let's see. Forsworn arrows. Sell all those anyways. Ebony arrows, and Daedric arrows, and Dragonborn arrows. Could sell all those, but I don't need to. I've got plenty of other things, I'm sure, that I can get rid of. There we go. And so that fixes that. Where are we on actual carry weight now? We're down to 300, and I don't know why it's still that high. Oh, because we have all kinds of items to craft with. So, back to our old house, or our new house. So let's find this fishery. It's somewhere over here, right? And let's see if we can put a fish in the fishery. Activate fishing. This one, Sudrill Spattail, tells me that this is the one I should put. Can I also add that, and that, and that? And so what happens now? Well, I have my companion around here. So I guess come back later and there'll be fish in the bucket? Maybe? I don't know. That's crazy. But interesting nonetheless. And run back over here. Of course, I've come to realize just as I walk in here that this is an infinite loop, isn't it? It practically is. Like, I can't craft items in here without then ending up with items I need to sell, which then has me buy more crafting materials, which then I have more items to sell. It just never stops. Wow. At best, the only thing I can really do is take little breaks. Hey, dragon skull. That might be a cool one. Next time I get a dragon bone, I'll think about that. Like, let's see, hinges and locks and a bunch of building material things are around here that I could probably build. So I want to hold on to my iron. And smelting does nothing to level us up. So it's a pointless system. It shouldn't exist. They should just get rid of all the ingots, all the ores, and make everything an ingot. 180 versus 160 versus... See, I don't want to use this flawless silver sapphire, so I'm gonna do this one instead. And then I'm gonna do this 160. And then I don't want to use any iron things. So hide boots. Wait, before I create anything else, let's see if we can make some iron bonded things with corrodium ingots. I don't have the corrodium ingots on me. Over here. Oops. Bonded iron armor. Now I'm out of iron ingots. Does anything else use corrodium? Nope. More hide boots. And see, that uses up all my leather. And I think that then just allows me to do some more of this. And I don't think there's anything over here that can be done. So come over here now, and we did a very rudimentary effort here, not a lot of effort at all put into that. There was certainly more things I could have crafted if I had pulled all the ingredients out and had them with me. But I'm kind of happy with where it ended. And see, this actually is going to help me out kind of nicely. Let's also come over here. We're not ready. Activate a fertile soil. And let's plant some other things. So, grass pod. And do we have anything else? Canis root. And juniper berries. Thistle. Let's see. Anything with an unknown ingredient. Oops. Only one item can be planted. Their own system doesn't even understand it. There we go, plant that. And snowberries, I'll plant one. And then I think I've planted everything else. So now it's just a matter of waiting for it to grow. Honey. Interesting. Canis root. Basket. Empty satchel, empty satchel, empty strongbox, empty satchel, empty satchel. Here, wheat. Barrel, juniper berries, spider eggs. More of that. Dragon's tongue. Garlic. And grass pod. They actually had a pretty good system here of some rare ingredients just sitting around. Creep cluster, let's plant that one too. All my animals flew away though. Hanging moss. Some more hanging moss. Any more hanging moss? No. And creep cluster we don't really need. So grass pod I probably need more of. Tundra cotton. I'm just gonna plant a creep cluster anyways. Now just come over here and start throwing more of this away. Glass, goat hides, orca tusks, ice wolf pelts, and let's see, pitchfork. I'll throw that in there for now. Straw. We'll throw a torch in there too. We actually don't need a torch in the entire game. It's obviously something they were gonna do something with, but didn't get around to. I failed to sell these books too. So that's another thing I'd have to sell. And this honey I'm gonna hold on to, because I've never seen honey in any other point in the game. So now where are we on the... Okay, wait. Why are we still at 256? Why aren't we down a lot more? It's not books that are going to hold us down too much. I mean, I suppose they could be adding up there. And I could certainly do some alchemy, I guess. And have a decent amount of potions also weighing me down. Oh, and I have all this stuff to sell weighing me down too. So there's more to it than that, yeah. And we're running late here. So I kind of need to look at things that have unknown on them. And if it doesn't have unknown in it somewhere, just don't bother making it. At least first. So since that has unknown in it, we'll put 3 together there and 3 together there. And that doesn't help anything. And since this one has unknown in it, we'll do these 3 together. And since this has unknown in it, we'll definitely try that. That didn't help. Since this has unknown in it, I'll try that. Maybe the unknown is an indicator that I should use the items with other things. Maybe the ones that don't have unknown should get mixed together, just as I will have more of those items, and it doesn't help to continuously make the same things over and over again. It's kind of ridiculous that this system needs to be rethought at least 3 or 4 times throughout playing the game. That it's not explained quite right in any way that you would be able to like understand what you're trying to accomplish, and are you actually accomplishing it when you do these things. Like, it leaves so much for confusion, so much room for confusion. Am I wasting my effort here? Making more potions? Am I moving anything forward? See, and then you learn something new. And then you're back to the beginning. So, those two, not needed. Those two, not needed. Do I have anything with unknown? Canis root has unknown abilities. Juniper berries has unknown abilities. And honeycomb works. I think that's what I need to do. Is that one has unknown abilities, and Juniper berries doesn't anymore, and that one doesn't, and that one doesn't. But does it really make logical sense to mix unknowns to unknowns? What does it make more sense to mix unknowns to things that you haven't tried before? Snowberries, void salts. Because the chance is high that you're just gonna fail if you mix unknowns to unknowns. And I don't even think I have any unknowns left, so let's just leave the rest of that ingredients there in our collection. Well, here we are again. I don't think there's any way I can waste more time here. We did a side quest, took a little bit of a break, but next time I think we go and we start the process of killing the Emperor, which I think is reporting back to this guy, and then we go kill the Emperor, and then we'll be kind of done with the Dark Brotherhood quest, and we will have to deal then with the main quests somewhat, the Civil War quest, the Blades quests. I suppose we could go down that route, and several other quests. That's going to be it for this game. Well, no, that's it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All of that helps out. If you want to support me further, go to my main YouTube page. On the right, this blue button that says support this channel, and down below in the description box, I have links to all my social media sites. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.